Bosch's ability to not only pick and pop, but to stretch it all the way to the three-point line, how much trouble does that create when a guy of his caliber can shoot the three like that?
Yeah, it's kind of what we mentioned at the beginning, his ability to play around the perimeter, but in different areas, from three, kind of 17 feet, tough places to double team. And then, he's one bounce away from the rim also, so his ability to do all three of those things presented a problem for us tonight.
Jacque, there appeared to be some moments tonight when Vic was having some trouble running the offense. How much of that do you think is rust? How much of that was the heat?
I think overall, he's still trying to gain a rhythm with no training camp, no preseason. Basically, this is his training camp in preseason, so we'll continue to have trust and faith in him, and he'll continue to do good things for us on the floor. He'll take a look at it on film and continue to be better.
You look at the disparity in made three-pointers. Is part of that just making and missing shots? Were you happy with the looks that you were able to get from beyond the arc and they just didn't fall? And what did the defense need to do to kind of cut off Miami's ability to make those threes?
Well, I think overall having a five-man such as Bosch, his ability to stretch the floor caused some problems for us as the rest of the league. I think our looks were pretty decent tonight. Try to replay the game in your mind. Of one particular three I saw from Chan, the ball just halfway down and came out. So some good looks from us. And I don't think anyone pressed tonight. I thought overall we were pretty calm in our offense and got some good looks.
How much was Tobias missed tonight? I know that the mentality is next man up, but certainly somebody that's averaging 18 points and 8 rebounds a game, you just can't replace him without some drop-off.
Well, I think overall it was interesting because two of our most versatile guys, being Aaron Gordon and Tobias Harris, were both out tonight. And you play a shooting four like Sean Williams, those are ideal matchups. So it presented a different challenge for us. We played Maurice at the 4 tonight, so a little different. And that was a challenge as far as getting something done on both ends of the floor. But I thought overall we contested Sean's shots, and him at the 4 did not hurt us as much.
Jacque, you made strides on the road, but at home it seems like you're trouble getting traction at home. You haven't played consecutive home games in 3 weeks. Do you think that plays into it at all, the fact that you play a game and you go on the road, you play a game and you go on the road?
Yeah, this has been interesting, the schedule, as far as getting the rhythm of being on the road and coming home. This is something that's, for me, has been pretty unique. I think our guys are starting to handle it, get a grip on it. I know a few of them talked about packing and unpacking and what you have to go through with that. And so mentally also, being able to get home and also prepare for a game. So we'll continue to accept the challenge.
Alfred was kind of in and out of the rotation there for a while. But the last 2 games, he's come in and brought a spark. What does it mean for Alfred's development to come in and provide the kind of game that he provided tonight on a back-to-back, having not really played as consistently the last few games out?
Yeah, I think development comes by being on the floor and off the floor. You can learn a lot from sitting and watching, whether it's film work, whether it's watching a guy in front of you. The game unfolds pretty fast, and sometimes by watching, you get a chance to slow it down and see how you can be effective. And I think he's taken the time when he was out of the rotation for a few games to get better. I think his approach has been really good on both ends of the floor.
Coach, talk about the production you got out of Dwayne tonight, especially in regards to neutralizing an energy guy like Chris Anderson.
Yeah, I always talk about you want to make it difficult on me to not put you in the game, and Dwayne's been a guy who's practiced extremely hard. I appreciate that, and he brought that energy onto the floor again, just his ability to get up and down the floor, rebound the basketball, great block at the rim for us. So he did some really good things tonight.
Do you marvel at the way Nick seems to always be in the right place when the ball comes off the glass? I mean, he seems to have a feel for where the ball's coming off sometimes.
It's it's innate really. His timing, it takes an extreme amount of time to know where it's going to come off and be there and be able to put it back and have the length to anticipate and while other guys are jumping at the same time. So pretty innate ability from Nate to do so.
All right, thank you.